Here we are. Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 142, Value of the Pre-Order. Kill this little thing over here. All right. Value of the pre-order. When you put a book up for pre-order, you pick the launch date, and you get that launch date no matter what else happens in the world and in between. You get that launch date. And this, as well as now you have the identifying information. If you're on Amazon, you get your ASIN. If you're doing a pre-order of a paperback through Ingram, you have your ISBN. All of that is good in order to set up swaps, set up promotions, plan this launch. We used to think of those hard launches and soft launches. Hey, soft launch will be fine because all the fans are there waiting for this next book. Not so much. The pre-order gives you a lot more power over your book. Doing oh, good. Hey, we got Boyd knowing that that we're live, so keep going. It's not the blue screen of death. The pre-order, you have to do it. I think the earliest you can set it up is about 5 days in advance. But then that guarantees that, hey, this is your launch date. Once it's approved, you're there. You're locked in. You have your identifying data, so then you can set up your promotion swaps, get your newsletter ready early, claim it on Author Central. There's a lot of people will say, well, you might lose your rank because it ranks. You get book rank when you make the sale, not when you get paid for the sale, like on release day. Don't worry about that. Rank isn't going to sell your book. Selling your book sells your book. So getting a lot of pre-orders, you get that nice big bump. There's a measured way that pre-order will count as for rank on launch day. But don't get wrapped around the axle about that and rank. Get wrapped around the axle about making those sales. And pre-order you can see, and then you get a nice big launch day. I had a $1,500 day last month with a pre-order. That's nice. That's a nice payday. So you can benefit yourself. This is, I never used to do pre-orders, and then I dabbled a little bit, and now I will never launch a book without a pre-order because, hey, here it is. I can get all this stuff. And a hard launch has been so much better for me than soft launches because then I don't struggle and crawl through broken glass trying to get the book some visibility while that 30-day clock is ticking under the new release opportunities from Amazon. And a new release is just a separate list. But if you get a little orange banner on the new release, it looks pretty neat on the product page. And even if you don't, it's still okay. It still gives a little bit extra visibility because Amazon's algorithms don't know anything about it yet. If you've done a pre-order, now they're starting to build data and they know something about it. You can also start an automatic targeting ad early during the pre-order period and look at, hey, what keywords are hitting? And then when it goes live, now you refine, you do exact targeted keywords as opposed to automatic, and you refine your audience. And also that'll help you with, hey, my keywords aren't hitting. You can set up your categories well ahead of time because as soon as it goes live, you might see some categories, and then you can take a look and say, I don't like these categories at all. Oh my God, it's not my book. It's okay. You've got time. The thing about pre-orders, it gives you time. Not having time is the one thing. What's wasted, you can't get it back. And with a pre-order, you have time to do all the things you need to do. So a couple bonuses from Amazon. If you have followers, and I have a lot of followers because of when they did allow giveaways and promotions and things to build your followership, I did all of that, and I did it to the nth degree, like obsessively so. So I have a lot. If you do a pre-order at a certain time out, I usually do my pre-orders about a month prior to when I release. Amazon may send a newsletter to your followers saying, hey, coming from Craig Martell, and pre-order link, and there it is. And usually I see a little bump. It's like, oh, Amazon must have sent that newsletter out. And then if you do a pre-order early enough, they will send out that notification on launch day. And no, they don't have to send out notifications. They've changed their terms of service where they're saying they may. But if you get sales, they will send out that notification to your followers. And then you get a nice bump from that as well. So all good things. Let's see. Oh, and you could have a big launch day. That's the biggest of all. You have a nice look at that. I sold 300. I sold 500. I sold 1,000 copies. You see your rank. You see all that money. 2 months from that point. So what do you do with a pre-order, especially once you have a big following and you sell a lot of books? Do your pre-order and launch it on like the last day of the month. And then you get all that sweet pre-order money 60 days later. If you launch it on the first of the month, it's 2 months after the end of that month. So 90 days later, you get that sweet pre-order money. So just something to just something to think about. Anyway, you guys have a great, it's been 5 minutes, 40 seconds already. Holy cow, it's so fast. It's almost like I didn't do a pre-order on this show. Do it a month early. You can do up to a year early on Amazon. A month is good enough. That gets you a notification. That gets you your identifying data for your book. And then you can start doing swaps, promotions, and all those good things that come with knowing the book that's coming out. Peace, fellow humans.